Greetings, hope we are having a great day. Happy new month, happy 1st of February, happy 2020. I want to speak on one important topic that has or bothers many Africans. Some Africans in the diaspora, that is African Americans, Black Americans, wherever you find yourself, or Africans in Europe and so ever. They often ask us over here in Africa if we have or we believe in a supernatural God. If we believe in someone above us, if there is a creator. For instance, some may ask, how did the first human being come to earth? If we are not to follow the biblical account that states that Adam and Eve are the first humans. However, it is for us to know that as Africans, we have our own belief system. We have our own structure in which we believe that before the first human came into existence, there has already been a supreme being. I will be using the instance of the Yorubas, the Olodumare. He is the supreme God, and for the Yorubas, it is believed that the supreme God, Olodumare, created the universe. He created the earth. He created waters. He created animals. He created humans. He created seas, lands, vegetation, whatsoever. Whatever you find on earth, it is believed that the supreme being created these all. And for the Yorubas, the supreme being is not an ordinary being. He supersedes all being. The supreme being supersedes us, and he is the creator. And for the Yorubas, it is believed that the Olodumare created the world by sending his messenger. There is a story that the supreme being sent the messenger, but while the messenger came to earth, he misplaced his message and did that which he ought not to do. For instance, the supreme being sent his messenger to earth to create. While he was creating, he ended up squandering, drinking, associating with those he ought not to associate. The stories are so numerous, are so wide, but one thing we should know that Yorubas believe that as humans, as mortals, we can't create ourselves. And they point to the story of creation that, for instance, look in our world, we see that there is order. There is time when rain falls, there is time when it snows, there is time when there is winter, whatsoever. And all this can't be done by humans because humans can't bring rain, humans can't make snow to snow out when it wants to. It has been divinely ordered, and for the Yorubas, this divine order was set by the supreme being called the Olodumare. Also, the belief that humans come into existence and go into existence. We all know that we can't live forever. I myself speaking, I can't live forever. Also, the listeners, we can't live forever. But who is responsible for the coming and going out of humans? There has to be a supreme being who is above us, who orders and makes sure that there is orderliness in the passing away and the coming into existence. Various examples have been cited, and this is to show that yes, truly there is a supreme being, but it's left for us to believe or idealize this supreme being on whatsoever basis we want. Like the Yorubas, in communicating with the supreme being, it has to be done through the chief priest, the Ifa priest. The Ifa tells us what the supreme being wants. The Ifa is the middleman between us as humans and the supreme being. If we have problem, childlessness, we are looking for a job, whatsoever, we have to communicate through the Ifa priest, that is the Yorubas. They believe that they have to communicate through the Ifa priest, and the Ifa priest communicates to the supreme being, and the supreme being also sends back the feedback, and the Ifa priest tells us what the supreme being wants. And also for the Yorubas, it is believed that the supreme being is a loving being because he created an ordered world and he wants orderliness in our world, and the Supreme Being gave us freedom to do what we want to do. The Supreme Being will not tell us how to live our lives and so ever. Discussing the topic of the Supreme Being, and if the Africans believe that there is something that created us, yes, Africans believe that we did not create ourselves, but there is a being that created us. And thanks for listening.